Welcome to the Don't Get Fooled Show with Big Ray Ace, NFL Week 9. Let's go, Ace.
Bam. All right, boys and girls, NFL Week 9 is here. Cannot wait, boys and girls. I'm calling it right now. It's going to be a juicy, juicy weekend. I am calling it right now, starting from Thursday night. That video has dropped, so that's already there. Texans versus the Jets. Before we get into the episode, Big Ree.
Subscribe, like, comment, and get your merch right below, right there.
All right, boys and girls, welcome to the channel, everybody that's new. Thank you for tuning in. Before we get into the full episode, the membership is live, boys and girls. Join the membership to get bonus picks. We will get completely into the membership and what it entails later on to the show, but you're going to get some bonus picks, prop bets, anytime touchdown bets, teasers, parlays, same game parlays. Expect 40 to 50 bonus picks per month. It's going to be a juicy, juicy membership. Monthly fee $149. Jump on the membership and, start jumping on the money train and cashing it in, boys and girls. And one disclaimer, because I know there's going to be some people that we're going to have a bunch of signups, but then there's going to be people that are like, hey, Ace, how did you guys go from 20 to 149? Look, if you're not making at least $75 to $100 per bet, this is not the membership for you. I just want to be honest, because you have to be making at least close to $100 a bet for this to make sense. But if you guys know our track record, we win more than we lose. And if you're on the membership, you're going to make more money every month than the cost of the membership, plain and simple. But we're going to get into that right in between the picks. We'll go in detail of the membership, but don't sleep on the membership. Join it and get on those bonus picks. All right, boys and girls, we got the quote of the day. Quote of the day. If you're not stubborn, you'll give up on experiments too soon. And if you're not flexible, you'll pound your head against the wall and you won't see a different solution to a problem you're trying to solve. Once again, if you're not stubborn, you'll give up on experiments too soon. And if you're not flexible, you'll pound your head against the wall and you won't see a different solution to a problem you're trying to solve. Jeff Bezos, businessman, founder, Amazon. Big Ree, what are your thoughts of the quote of the day?
Yeah, it's a great quote.
How do you feel about it? What do you think? How do you relate to this?
Yeah, we started with 120 subscribers, and now we're like at what, 12.5K?
Yep, almost 13,000, close to hitting 13K, boys and girls. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I mean, that's true, Big Ree, you're right. We could have easily given up when we decided to start the channel back in 2016. I still remember we were at BR. Me and you were drinking a cappuccino blast. We were talking about football, and we're like, dude, we could just go and put our picks up and go and make a video. And and then we just said, fine, let's just go do it. And then you remember we were using the Android phone back then.
2 minutes.
No, 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Was it 5?
Yeah, it was 5. It was 5 minute limit on the videos. And so we had to squeeze the entire picks into 5 minutes, the whole episode. And anybody that's new to the channel or pretty new, you can actually scroll down on our YouTube homepage and you can go all the way back to our videos from 2016 and see how it was just quickly 5 minutes, how we just started. We were just getting some views. Sometimes we get a lot more views, but we were barely just growing every week, and we could have easily given up. We were just like, hey, why not? Let's just do it. And we just enjoyed it every week. And the show has evolved over time with, going from the Big Ree and Ace show to the Don't Get Fooled show.
Yeah.
We got the merch.
Yeah.
We got the studio background. I mean, we've expanded the episodes, added segments, and it's gone. We got the lighting, we got the camera guy. Everything has just changed. Before Javi was, remember Javi was holding the camera for us back in the day, and we're just quickly shooting, And so you're right, but it's just very interesting how you have to be flexible. You got to just continue with things. That's how I look at this. Is don't give up. Just keep being flexible. Look at things from a different angle, because otherwise, like Jeff Bezos says, you won't be able to see the solution that's right in front of you.
Yeah.
It's it's very true, and I think everybody in business, you're trying to solve some problem, right?
Yeah.
And you have to be the quote unquote think outside the box and critical thinking skills, and I think it's just very important. I like that. I mean, look, Jeff Bezos, what is he, the richest guy in the world?
No,
Gotta be, right?
No, the GOAT is
Who's the GOAT?
Elon Musk.
He's richer than Jeff Bezos?
Yes, our camera guy can confirm this too.
Really? Interesting. Wow. I mean, well, anyhow, this guy's the top 5 richest person in the world.
He's in the top 5.
And so, I mean, this guy is just, he's giving you, this is golden advice that you got to listen to. So, yeah, I mean, look, Jeff Bezos, I think it's a good quote, and he said, if you're not too stubborn, you're going to give up. Never give up too soon. You got to give it all you can, and then at some point you wave the white flag, or if not, then you're gonna be able to reap the rewards and the success. So that's the quote of the day. What I want to say is comment below. I want somebody that has a really good quote of the day. Comment below your quote of the day.
Yeah. And
we're gonna pick somebody's quote of the day next week, hopefully, if someone gives us a really good quote, and we'll add it to our quote of the day. And let's get into a recap, Big Ree, of last week. NFL started off Thursday Night Football. The Rams beat the Vikings 30-20. Kind of an upset. They returned their top 2 receivers, Kupp and Puka Nacua, and they got the win over Vikings. What do you think?
Yeah, good win for the Rams. Vikings just, I think they're going back to reality right now.
Yeah, I mean, they're on a little bit of a losing streak. They lost to the Rams on the road, but they played well. I mean, I don't think anybody expected that Puka Nacua and Kupp were both returning, and so...
So we got the top 4 richest people in the world. We got the GOAT at number 1, Elon Musk. Number 2 is Larry Ellison. 3 is Jeff Bezos.
Okay.
4 is Zuckerberg.
Wow, okay. Thanks. Appreciate the info. Richest people. Okay, and then the Rams, question on the Rams. They got the win, good win at home. They needed it. Are they going to make the playoffs?
No chance.
No chance?
No chance.
That division is wide open, though.
Yeah, but they suck.
They suck, okay. I mean, their defense is not great, but I don't know. It's interesting. They got Nacua and Kupp, and then, my thing is they got a really good run game, right?
Yeah,
Kyron Williams, I mean, so that guy is just, nobody expected him to be this good. So and then you got a veteran QB in Stafford, who sometimes looks like complete crap and sometimes looks pretty damn good. So, I don't know, interesting team to watch. I don't know if I would say they're there yet, but still interesting to pay attention. Browns 29-24 beat the Ravens at home with your boy at quarterback, famous Jameis Winston. What do you think, Big Ree, about this game?
He led them to this win. This is all Jameis. And I said last week the Watson injury could be a blessing in disguise.
You did say that, yep.
And they would not have won with Watson. I'll make that loud and clear.
I agree. And this guy's, he's proven that he can be a starter in the league, but the guy at one point threw 30 interceptions in a season.
And 30 touchdowns.
And 30 touchdowns.
Nobody's ever done that.
So there you show. It's like he can be that good, but he can be that bad. And, hopefully, sometimes when people get this second opportunity that they probably thought they weren't going to get again, they make sure to do their best, right? Like, look at Baker. We thought he was done.
Yeah.
And look at him. Look at Darnold. Everyone thought he was done. And look at him. And look at now Jameis getting an opportunity. We'll see. See what happens. But good win for the Browns. I'm a Browns fan. Glad that, they're 2-6. Let's get into the next game. Your Green Bay Packers beat the Jacksonville Jaguars 30-27 to move to 6-2. What are your thoughts here, Big Ree?
I mean, the biggest news here was obviously Jordan Love. You could see he wasn't playing right, and I was like, they should have took him out a lot earlier. I trusted Malik Willis versus the Jaguars, even though the Jaguars played great. Trevor Lawrence played good, but the Packers still somehow won the game.
Yeah, I mean, look, Josh Jacobs played great, had 2 touchdowns, 120-plus yards rushing on the ground, and, congrats to the Packers moving to 6-2. But once again, I mean, look, I don't know. Is the conversation, is it a valid conversation to say that the Packers are a better team with Malik Willis than Jordan Love at QB? Is that a valid argument? I mean, you're a Packers fan, Big Ree.
I mean, the system's great. It's a great system for a quarterback.
Is Love a system QB? Did the Green Bay Packers, they paid Jordan Love, how much guaranteed? 175 million guaranteed?
Something like that.
Did they make a terrible mistake here?
I don't think so.
I mean, the 2 losses that the Packers had, those are games that Jordan Love started. Otherwise, they've not lost other than those 2 games.
Yeah.
Malik Willis is, he's 2-0 in his starts, and then this game, when he took over, they were down 17-13, and he led them to the victory.
Yeah.
So I think an argument could be made that, that Malik Willis is more important than Jordan Love at this point. I don't know. Interesting to think about.
Anyone who even dares to bring that up is just a straight retard.
I'm just saying the facts. The guy.
Okay, what teams did they beat? Combine the wins for the teams they beat with Malik Willis.
Well, they lost to Philadelphia, right? And then they lost. Okay, they lost. Just wait.
Okay,
they beat and they lost to Philadelphia, and they lost to Minnesota, right?
Okay.
So those are their 2 losses.
And how many wins do those teams have combined? Let's look right now.
Minnesota has 5 wins, and Philly, I think, has 5 wins too.
Okay, so 10.
So 10 and 4.
10 wins.
Okay, got it.
Okay,
Yeah, got it.
10 wins.
10 wins for those 2 teams. Okay.
Okay, now how?
So
many
then
wins?
they beat the Jaguars.
Okay, how many?
The Jaguars have 2 wins.
Okay, 2 wins.
They beat the Jaguars, right?
Okay.
Okay. Who did they beat last week? Who did Green Bay beat last week? They beat the Rams at one point. They have 2 wins.
That was with Jordan Love, though.
Okay, but we're just saying, who did they beat? They beat the Jaguars.
Talking about who they beat with Malik Willis.
They beat good, no, but okay, they beat Tennessee. They beat Tennessee, right?
Yeah.
They beat Tennessee. Tennessee's 1-6
with Malik Willis.
With Malik Willis. Then they beat Houston with Jordan Love. Okay, so Jordan Love 6-2. They beat the Texans. They beat the Rams, who we said are 3-4, with Malik Willis. Who else? Who else did they beat?
Let's see who else they beat. I don't know.
They beat Arizona.
Yeah, Arizona.
Right? They beat Arizona. Arizona's 4-4. Right?
Yeah. No.
So.
Actually, I don't know if they played Arizona yet.
Well, look, they lost to Minnesota and Philadelphia. They beat Arizona. They beat Rams, Tennessee, Indianapolis, Houston, and Jacksonville. That's who they beat.
Okay, but I'm just saying the teams that Malik Willis beat and the teams that Jordan Love lost.
Jordan Love beat the Jags, who we just said they are 2-6.
I mean, that counts half-half.
Okay. They beat Houston 6-2.
6-2.
They beat Arizona 4-4.
4-4.
They beat the Rams 3-4.
3-4, winning record.
Okay. They beat Tennessee, who was 1-6.
That was a Malik Willis win.
And then they beat Indianapolis.
That was a Malik Willis win.
Okay, the Colts. Colts are 4-4. So 4-4 and 1-6 is who Malik Willis beat.
Exactly.
And Jordan Love, let's see, who did he beat? The Rams. They're not a 500 team. They're 3-4.
What about the Texans?
They beat.
What about the Texans?
Okay, wait, let's just go.
What is the Texans' record?
They beat Arizona.
What is the Texans' record?
The 6-2. Texans are 6-2. So Jordan Love has what? He beat the 6-2 Texans. Number 1. He beat the 3-4 Rams. He beat the 2-6 Jaguars and the 4-4 Cardinals. He beat one team with a winning record. One team with a winning record. Jordan Love beat one team with a winning record.
Arizona's 4-4.
Yeah, they don't have a winning record.
That's a 500 record.
That's not a winning record.
That's a 500 record.
But that's not a winning record. No, it's not. It's not a winning record. It's when you're above 500. That's a winning record. They're a flat. They're even 4-4. So Jordan Love has one win versus a winning team. So Malik Willis is 2-0.
Were they versus winning teams?
What?
Were they versus winning?
No.
According to your theory, Jameis Winston is the best quarterback in the league.
Why?
He's undefeated. He's beat a winning team.
I never said anything about Jameis Winston.
No, but we're going on your theories. We're going on your theories here.
My theory is the conversation should be legit that Malik Willis could be a better fit for the Packers than Jordan Love. I mean, Jordan Love, 9 interceptions in his last 7 starts. 61% completion. I mean, these are terrible numbers. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. But I think it's, we got to give them credit. When you're winning, all this noise can just be swept aside. So I'll give you that. But when you start losing,
Jameis Winston, best quarterback in the league.
Undefeated. If the Packers right now, instead of being 6-2, if they were 3-5 or 4-4, everybody would say, "Damn, this could have been one of the worst contracts in the league. What happened? Did they mess up with Jordan Love?" But luckily, he is 6-2 right now. Luckily, he is 6-2.
I want you when we finish for next week. I want your homework to look up when Jordan Love is down in his numbers.
When he's down?
When he's down. When the Packers are trailing.
Okay. I'm not going to look that up. I don't care about the Packers. I'm not going to spend my time.
You talk all this.
I'm just giving you facts. These are
facts. I'm going to bring facts next week.
Okay, please bring the facts. When the Packers are down, how does Jordan Love look?
Playing amazing. He plays amazing.
9 interceptions in his last 7 starts. Every single game he's had an interception in his last 7 starts. That's horrible. That's Josh Allen from last year in the last 5 years. It's gonna catch up. When you're winning, nobody talks about it, but when you're losing, it's a problem. But look, congrats to the Packers. I said if they win, I would give them credit. They won, and now they're playing Detroit this week.
And you're going against them. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. We'll see what happens. There's a chance I might be taking that game. There is a chance, boys and girls. Okay. Next game, the Chiefs beat the Raiders 27-20. That was my pick. Raiders plus 10. I actually thought they would upset the Chiefs. They had their opportunity. These guys were down 17-13. They had the ball and 1st and goal on the 4 on the Chiefs, and these guys couldn't score, get any points out of there. What a doozy performance there. But they did cover the plus 10. Chiefs moved to 7-0. Having Hopkins in there helped them a lot. A huge amount. You could just see it overnight. That was a big difference there. Mahomes probably had his best game of the season.
And he was playing the trash Raiders defense.
And that's pretty interesting. Yeah, he had his best game, and it had to be against the crappy Raiders defense, and they probably could have easily lost this game. Easily. But it is what it is. Congrats to the Chiefs, but once again, I'm still not buying them. But spoiler alert, boys and girls, I'm not taking them this week. Lions beat the Titans 52-14. Lions putting up a lot of points. Cardinals upset the Dolphins 28-17. That was my pick. I had the Dolphins -3, and they looked like they were cruising in this one. And then Cardinals came back and just, took over. What are your thoughts here, Big Ree?
Yeah, I mean, Tua's first game back, I give him the benefit of the doubt, but they should have won this game.
Yeah, I don't know what happened here. But shows you that Kyler Murray, he has the potential to play really well from game to game.
I think we missed this game. We didn't get into this one.
Oh, let's get into that one. Yeah, the Eagles 37-17 over to the Bengals. Big Ree, what are your thoughts here? Because I know you are on both sides of the spectrum.
I'll give Eagles played well. Jalen Hurts played well. Kudos to him. I still stand by what I say about him, and that's it.
What about the Bengals, though? I mean, I think the bigger conversation is what's up with the Bengals, Big Ree?
I don't know. They just can't get it done.
I mean, are they going to make the playoffs?
It's not looking like it.
3-5, 0-4 at home.
It's not looking like it,
dude. I think these guys completely messed up. You know how? They let Mixon go, and they didn't get a capable running back in place. They let what? Who else did they let go? Tyler Boyd's gone, right?
Yeah.
Higgins is there, but that's it.
They haven't paid Higgins or Jamar either yet.
And both of these guys are probably unhappy.
Yeah.
I mean, that matters because they know one injury, they're done, right?
Yeah.
They want to get paid. They see CeeDee Lamb getting paid. They see all these guys getting paid. Brandon Ayuk gets paid, and then what happens to Ayuk? The guy gets injured. He's out for the season, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
Speedy recovery, Ayuk.
He guaranteed, so he got his guaranteed $77 million.
Yeah, he secured the bag alert.
And that's why these guys want to get paid, so I don't blame them. The Jets lost to the Patriots? The Jets lost to the Patriots, Big Ree? What do you have to say about that?
I'm letting you take the floor.
I mean, the Jets just stink. Robert Saleh was clearly the problem. 3-game losing streak since they let him go. Robert Saleh, big problem. Congratulations, Woody Johnson. You made the correct move. Congratulations. You made the correct decision to let Saleh go. And, my big thing is, look, Aaron Rodgers played decent. I didn't see him on any talk show yesterday. Did he make an appearance?
I don't know.
Did he make an appearance?
Does it on Tuesdays.
Is it on Tuesdays?
Or Wednesday?
I didn't see him on any talk show.
He'll come on. He's going to come on.
I didn't see him on any talk show. Maybe he got the memo that, hey, every time you get your ass handed to them, stop going on national television talking about your team. Get into the film room. Get into the practice field. Start trying to improve. Build some chemistry with some rapport with your team. Make it feel like you're part of the team. Because clearly right now you guys are getting handed week in and week out, and your talent shows that shouldn't be the case. Just really, really embarrassing for that whole franchise right now.
Gun to your head, will they win on Thursday Night Football versus the Texans?
Spoiler alert, Jets win guaranteed. Okay? Spoiler alert, Jets win guaranteed. I don't think I have ever guaranteed a win on this show in 9 years, Big Ree. I don't think I've ever said I guarantee a win. Do you think I had? Do you remember if I have? I don't believe I have. I am guaranteeing a Jets win. And spoiler alert, I got a juicy prop bet, a juicy plus 400 money line prop bet for that game, for the boys and girls in the membership. It's going to be juicy. Gun to your head, are Jets going to win?
I would say no.
I should have asked you first. You don't think so?
No.
You think the Texans?
Yeah.
Okay. Just on a spoiler alert, we're getting that Stephon Diggs is out.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. He's washed.
He's out. Nico Collins is out.
That's fine. Feed Joe Mixon.
You think that's enough?
CJ should figure it out.
You think that's enough?
Yeah.
I think they get handed. Let's move on to the Falcons. Beat the Buccaneers 31-26.
Yeah, no surprise there. You had it 2.5. Good pick.
Falcons minus 2.5, and Buccaneers. They lost a lot of weapons. I got to give Buccaneers credit. They played well. They hung in there.
Yeah.
But Falcons played better. They got the win. They moved to 5-3.
Yeah.
Not bad. Colts. They lost to the Texans 23-20. A couple of big news out of here is, first of all, Texans, Stephon Diggs, torn ACL, out for the season, but they got the win. Number 2, big conversation is Anthony Richardson basically came out of the game on one play, said he was tired, that's why he came out of the game. Now he's benched for Joe Flacco. What do you think about that?
I think it's the right move. You've been saying it, Anthony Richardson's not playing well, so I guess you got to go with the veteran.
Yeah, I mean, my thoughts here is he's not been playing well at all. He's been looking really bad, but he's been throwing some really big plays here and there that make his stats look better than they are. But otherwise, the guy is playing horrible. But he has talent. But this is clearly Indianapolis' fault. He should never have been starting from the get-go. Never have been start. Who's the coach of the Colts? Is it Shane Steichen? What are you starting this guy for? He started 13 games in college, and then you just bring him in the NFL and start him? Everybody knew this was a project. Sit him for 3 years, let him learn, let him develop, and then play him. They should have never played this kid. This kid has the potential to be really good, but he should have never been playing. And I'm glad that they fixed this, and they got a backup and a serviceable guy in Flacco, but they should have never played this guy. The problem with these young kids, the kid's only 22 years old. You start benching them like this and they start playing so bad, they lose confidence.
Yeah.
And you don't want your guy to lose confidence. Look at Green Bay. They have a system of they let Jordan Love sit for a few years. They let Aaron Rodgers sit for a few years. Why is it that all of a sudden you guys are like, oh, we're paying this rookie $8 million a year, so we have to start him right away? Who gives a crap? How big is your payroll? $150 million? $200 million? And you're damn worried about we're giving $8 million to this kid? What are you doing? Sit these kids. You got guys like Bryce Young, Anthony Richardson, second-year quarterbacks that you guys are benching. For what? Let them either play or just let them sit for 2 years and develop. That's why there's some organizations that every year in and out are competing for playoff spots and some that never even have a chance because of management. Management is so damn important. Any NFL management right now or owners that are watching this show, if you guys are looking for somebody to come into the management role, give Ace a call. I guarantee you I can come in and start turning some things around. I promise you that. Please. Because clearly there's a lot of organizations out there that don't know what the hell they're doing. But, I want to give credit and I want to give a shout out to Anthony Richardson. Stay in there, kid. Just develop. You'll be back. You'll get a starting role. Don't let this, discourage you. Chargers 26-8 versus New Orleans. I don't even want to talk about this game. Bills 31-10. This was your pick.
Yeah,
against the Seahawks.
It was a pretty easy pick.
-3. You said it was an easy pick. They won by 21. How did you know this was such a clean pick, Big Ri?
DK Metcalf out in I'm not a big buyer on Seattle.
Yeah, I mean Seattle started off hot, and then what are they 1-4 since?
Yeah.
Josh Allen not turning. Well, he had some turnovers, but he's playing really well.
Yeah. James Cook was the big deal.
James Cook playing great. That was a big pickup for them for the last 2 years he's been with them. So congrats to the Bills. They moved to 6-2. They have Amari Cooper now.
Yeah.
Interesting team to watch. I don't think they're going to make the Super Bowl, but interesting team. Broncos 28-14 versus the Panthers. They got the win. What are your thoughts here? Anything you want to say?
Not really about this.
I'm just congrats to Bryce Young. The guy got back in there. He started, played well, I think 24 for 37, 2 touchdowns, 224 yards, 2 interceptions, but best game of the season. And one thing I do want to say, shame on you again, the Carolina organization. Dave Tepper, Dave Canals, the entire team. These guys tried to sabotage Bryce Young. Because you know what happened?
What?
And they named Andy Dalton the starter. Okay? Andy, after 2 games, they named the starter.
Who did it?
The Carolina Panther organization. And what did he do? He's been, 1-5 since? 1-5, Andy Dalton. Then he gets into a car accident. And then they want to use that excuse? That's why we're playing Bryce Young. We're going to start Bryce Young because Andy Dalton got in an accident. Yes, he got in an accident. No, he did not get any medical attention. He did not go to the hospital. And that's why you're starting Bryce Young? BS. You guys knew Andy Dalton sucked. He's been playing like crap. You guys didn't want to look bad and say we're gonna go back on our word and start Bryce Young. So you guys wanted to make up this stupid excuse and say we're starting him because Andy Dalton got in an accident. Man up. Take responsibility. You guys made the wrong decision by benching Bryce Young, and then you guys want to pawn it off on some BS nonsense excuse why you guys decided to insert Bryce Young as a starter. And then on top of that, they tried to sabotage him in this game by not letting Adam Thielen or Deontay Johnson play in this game. The top 2 receivers, they didn't even let them play in this game. And they wanted to make some excuse. Somebody asked him straight up, why aren't you playing Deontay Johnson?
Well, that was because there was trade talks.
No, nonsense. They wanted to sabotage Bryce Young. He said, you have to defer. When Coach Dave Canals, you are the head coach, Dave Canals, and they ask you, why is Deontay Johnson not playing? I defer to our general manager. I'm the head coach, and I'm deferring to the general manager on a question about my wide receiver? What a joke. What a joke. That says everything. I've been saying this. It tells you everything you need to know about what's going on in Carolina upper management. Let's move on. Commanders 18-15 over the Bears on a last-second Hail Mary, 50-yard Hail Mary. Jaden Daniels. What are your thoughts, Big Reed?
Yeah, it was a great game. Jaden Daniels didn't play too well, and then I think the end made up for it.
He didn't play well. Caleb Williams, marched the Bears back to game-winning drive, touchdown on the road, and should have won that game. The Bears should be freaking 5-2 right now, but some bonehead, last play at the end, these guys couldn't stop a Hail Mary. One damn player is talking to the audience.
I want to talk about that. I know everyone's talking smack to this guy, but what he did was wrong. But he was still in that play, and this guy was actually the one who tipped the ball.
Absolutely, I agree with you. It's not his fault, but it's a bonehead play.
Yeah, it is.
Let the game be over and then say what you want. But that's not why they lost. But come on, guys. Dude, you got a Hail Mary. You guys should have played this much better. And this is a demoralizing loss. You guys think you just got the game-winning drive, you're gonna go to 5-2, and then a bonehead mistake, Big Ree. Bonehead mistake. But congrats to the Commanders. They're 6-2.
Yeah.
And then the Niners beat the Cowboys 30-24. Congrats to the 49ers to get a win to move to 4-500. They played well, even though they almost blew it at the end. Dallas had an opportunity to actually take the lead. They had a chance. They got the ball back with 3 minutes left.
But that's Dak for you.
And they had a chance. But the fact that they even had a chance is crazy. But look, Purdy played pretty solid. And, congrats to the Niners. Good win for them. Dallas, another loss. But, Dallas, I don't know. I don't know what to say about them. And then, lastly, Big Ree, I really want to discuss this game. The Steelers 26-18 over the Giants. This was your game. You picked the Giants +7. They lost by 8. What do you have to say about this, Big Ree?
That going for 2 in general was dumb. And the play that you ran was just straight. I can't. I'm speechless about it.
I agree. I mean, it was a bad play. They shouldn't have gone for 2. But, my real thing is we went 4-2 last week.
Yeah.
Okay? We should have been 5-1. But I want to know, why did you pick the Giants?
Because everyone was going to be on the Steelers. They had a big primetime win, and the Giants, everyone believes, sucks. And they're not a terrible team. You got Malik Neighbors. I know everyone throws Danny Dimes under the bus. And you're giving me a whole touchdown, I'll take it every time. I don't regret it.
It's not bad logic, but was part of this you just not a Russell Wilson fan?
No.
Because you've been talking nonsense about Russ from the get-go, right when they were naming him a starter. The whole season you're saying he shouldn't be starting.
I'll make that clear, too. He didn't play great yesterday. Or what?
He played pretty good. What are you talking about?
He had one freaking touchdown.
20 for 28, 278, 1 touchdown? They won.
1 touchdown.
That's all he needed. They won. But I feel like part of this was you're just not a Russ fan.
No, I'm not. That's not just that. And the Steelers' special teams and defense won them this game.
Maybe so, but Russell Wilson, shout out to Russ. 2-0 as the starter. They made the right decision with starting him. Huge upgrade over Justin Fields. And I think the Steelers are an interesting team at 6-2.
I want to give a shout out to Bo Nix. He can actually throw the ball to Cortland Sutton. Huge game on Sunday. Had three touchdowns, over 200 plus. I think almost 300 yards. Can actually throw the wide receivers.
But why are we talking about Bo Nix when we're talking about Russell Wilson and the Steelers?
Because I'm not going to mention any names, but someone used to play for the Broncos, and people used to claim that he didn't have weapons, and one of the weapons who had 100 yards is still there.
100 yards in one game? Is this the only game with 100 yards?
I don't know, but he had 100 yards.
Oh, congratulations to Corn Sun and Bo Nix, but, my boy Russell Wilson. All right, let's get into the food trying segment, Big Ree. It's going to lead into a combination of the the BS segment. We got Halloween coming up in 2 days, Big Ree. 2 days. We got Halloween October 31st. Nothing like Halloween. I just got my big mixed bag of chocolates, Twix, Milky Way, stickers, all that good stuff. 3 Musketeers. I gotta have chocolate on Halloween with a big glass of vitamin D milk. So cannot wait for that, Big Ray. Anything on your docket for Halloween?
No, I'm trying to lose weight, man. I need to lose weight.
So you're not gonna eat any chocolate?
I'll eat some chocolate.
Yeah.
Maybe some other chocolate, if you know what I mean.
Big Ree is gonna eat some chocolate on Halloween. Okay. So we're gonna do a combo, BS segment, Halloween.
All right, here, I'll let you start with it.
Okay, but so we're not getting into you're not gonna go trick or treating.
No.
All right. So what do we got here? It says Havana.
Read the back.
El Fajor chocolate. El Fajor chocolate. What's an El Fajor? Born in Argentina over 170 years ago, El Fajor treats are made with 2 cookies, rice, creamy dulce de leche, and the most delicious chocolate. Havana perfected the El Fajor recipe in 1948, making this irresistible treat an Argentine tradition available to enjoy to all. First of all, am I pronouncing it correct? You keep laughing. El Fajor?
I don't know.
El Fajor? El Fajor? El Fajor. Okay, so El Fajor treats, they look really fire. So this is an Argentine tradition. Only 8 grams of sugar. It's not bad, Big Ree.
All right, you start it out.
They're individually packed. Where did you get this, Big Ree?
What do you think?
Vallarta?
No, the best store, Costco.
What? Costco has this? Did you hook your boy up with some of these? Your boy?
He's the one who told me about it.
Oh, he told you.
He said this brand is the Hershey's of like Argentina.
This is the Hershey's of Argentina.
Yeah.
El Fajor. And Havana is that the company name?
Yeah.
Okay.
You gotta open it like that.
Okay. Big Ree.
So it says 2 sweet cookies, creamy dulce de leche, and chocolate.
Love dulce de leche. Dulce de leche. All right. Looks good. It's not too hard. It's actually a little bit soft. I thought it was going to be like more hard. Very, very, very unique flavor. Very unique. I'm trying to like pick up on all the flavors there. They're good. Good size. Really good size.
They're minis. They're normally bigger than this. These are minis.
Oh, what?
Mini El Fajor.
El Fajor or El Fajor?
El Fajor, sorry.
These are good.
If Havana's watching, hook us up.
Seriously. What I would like to do, and part of that, like the new membership and all that, will bring some more funds at the DGF show, is I want to reach out to all these people that were showcasing their products before the show.
Yeah.
Let them know, hey, we're going to showcase your product, not because you're paying us. You don't need to pay us crap. But because we just want to try new items that are unique. But send us a bunch of these so we can send them out to the DGF fam.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so we can do more things like that. I mean, that's what I want to do. These are fire. Who wouldn't want this?
Yeah.
How many did you eat already? Because this is clearly not a full
I had
bag.
like 3 already.
Oh, man.
I was like, damn, we got to try this on.
But you know what? One thing that I will say is I just ate one of these. It's only 90 calories. 15 carbs, 8 grams of sugar, which is not horrible for this is a pretty thick cookie.
Yeah, it's definitely thick.
It's definitely thick. And I don't know, I think you could eat one of these with like a cup of coffee or a cup of tea, and you could be good. Like normally we've been eating the Oreos, we've been eating the ginger snaps, and I need to get like 2 or 3 of those.
Yeah.
This one, like I ate one and I'm like, dude, I'm good.
Yeah.
Like I don't need to jump in. I mean, I can clearly, but I'm like, I'm literally, like it fills you up with just one.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. That rarely doesn't happen. If you have kids, you just grab one of these and that's it. Give one of these to them. That's it. So that's solid, man. And it's almost like it's almost in between. It's almost like a donut kind of, right? Like
it shows what it has right here. It's the 2 sweet cookies, creme dulce de leche, and the rich chocolate.
Yeah. So Alfajor at Costco.
Yeah.
I'm sure you could find this online too.
Yeah, it's much more expensive online.
Oh, really?
Yeah. This bag was $13.99 at Costco. On Amazon, I looked, it was $32.99.
Are you $32.99?
Yeah, for 19.
That's a business in itself. Anybody that's watching, go to Costco, buy up all of these, go put them on Amazon. You're making what? $15
Probably
profit?
15 after the fees, yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not a bad little, side gig right there. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so that's good. Let's quickly get into some shout-outs, Big Ree, before we get into the picks.
Shout out to David Cobb, lock of the week. Steelers -6 over the Giants. Defense is way too good, and Danny Dimes is still starting for the Giants.
David Cobb giving out his picks. Hank Johnson said he loves the food talk. We appreciate Hank. Sorry, we're running a little bit behind schedule today. So
shout out to Ed Zabrowski. He said, "An ace and Big Ree we trust."
We appreciate it, Ed. We're glad you guys representing the DGF. Lowkey 2955, best sports show on YouTube. Love being a member. Thank you, Lowkey.
Shout out to Raymond Arias, said, "Look forward to watching your picks every week. Are you putting out a teaser or parlay every other week for NCAA or NFL for members?"
Any chance? So yeah, well, the new membership is coming, boys and girls. So that's there. Join the new membership for bonus picks. Then forget about it. Says go to Shakey's would be awesome. So we're scouting out some locations in the next couple days, and so next week we'll finalize the LA meetup. We'll give you guys the date, time, and location of the meetup.
Yeah, and before we go out to the picks, shout out to Corey Silva. We're probably coming out this Saturday to see you, so look forward to seeing you.
Shout out our boy Corey. We're looking forward to some Vietnamese cuisine, Vietnamese coffee. I'm personally looking forward to, big seafood guy, some shrimp, some fish, whatever you got on the menu. So cannot wait. We got all the details, so we should be showing up this weekend, and we're looking forward to having a good meal with you. And
I think we should get into the picks now.
All right, so without further ado, I think we're going to get right into it. And on that note, before we get into the picks, comment below. We want to still, if you're in for the meetup, we need to try to get a head count as soon as possible. That way we can figure out if the venue that we're looking at is going to be sufficient or not. All right, without further ado, here we go, boys and girls. Aquí vamos, chicos y chicas. Let's go. All right, game one. We got the Denver Broncos and versus the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens are a 9.5-point favorite. Denver 5-3, coming off a 28-14 win versus Carolina. They're currently on a 2-game winning streak, and they've won 5 of their past 6 games. But they have wins versus Carolina, New Orleans, Las Vegas, the Jets, and Tampa Bay. They do have the number 3 overall defense. Quarterback Bo Nix is playing pretty serviceable. 63% completion, 8 touchdowns, 5 interceptions on the season. And then we got the Baltimore Ravens, 5-3, coming off a 29-24 loss to the Browns. That snapped a 5-game winning streak. They lost on a game-winning touchdown with 59 seconds left by Jameis famous Winston. Lamar Jackson has been playing great all season. 67% completion, 17 touchdowns, 2 interceptions only, 501 yards on the ground, MVP favorite. Derrick Henry's playing great. And here's my thoughts on this game, boys and girls. 5 of their 8 games have been road games for Baltimore. And they've had, honestly, a pretty difficult schedule. And then this game is at home. They're at home here. And I'm not buying Denver at all. It's a nice story that they won against some really crappy teams, but they're at home, and I really like Baltimore here. I think they win 31-14 here, and I'm taking Baltimore minus 9.5. All right, game 2. We got Detroit Lions at the Green Bay Packers. The Lions are a 3.5-point favorite. Detroit 6-1, coming off a 52-14 win versus Tennessee. I don't know how they put up 52 points with Jared Goff only throwing for 85 total yards. That's unbelievable. They're on a 5-game winning streak. Only lost 2016 to Tampa Bay in week 2. They are averaging over 38 points in their last 5 games. Then we got the Packers 6-2, coming off a 30-27 win versus the Jags. They were down 17-13 and came back in this game. 4-game winning streak for the Packers. Defense is playing solid. Other than the Minnesota and Philadelphia game, they gave up 31 to Minnesota and 34 to Philadelphia. Their defense is playing good. But here's the thought here. They lose to 2 really good teams in Minnesota and Philly that are both, 5-2? And then they beat the teams that they beat: Indy, Tennessee, the Rams, Arizona, the Jags, and Houston. Only really good team there that's plus 500 is Houston. First of all, so I think their wins are against pretty, subpar teams, to say the least. Jordan Love, not confirmed if he's going to play or not. But
they should be better without Jordan Love.
I'm just saying. I never said they're good or bad. I'm just trying to say we don't know if he's playing. That's just
But that shouldn't factor in.
I'm just stating a factor. It should factor in for sure, because if Malik Willis plays, that changes everything. If Jordan Love plays, it's a big difference there, in a negative way, because Jordan Love has got 9 interceptions in his last 7 games. He's got an interception in every single game in the last 7 games. He has 61% completion over those last 7 games. So I don't know what's going on with Jordan Love, because he was on fire through the middle of last year, and he is not playing well at all. I don't know what's going on. This is the easiest pick of the week, boys and girls. This is my lock of the week, boys and girls. I am taking Detroit minus 3.5. Don't get fooled. All right, game 3. We got the New Orleans Saints, New Orleans, at the Carolina Panthers. New Orleans is a 7-point favorite. New Orleans 1-6, coming off a 26-8 loss to the Chargers. They're on a 6-game losing streak. Quarterback Spencer Rattler at quarterback. The kid is just not playing good. Plus, he has really no weapons at all. There's a lot of injuries on that team. Last 4 games, they've lost by double digits. 26-17 to the Chiefs. 26-13 to the Chiefs. 51-27 to Tampa Bay. 33-10 to Denver. And then 26-8 to the Chargers. We got Carolina 1-7, coming off a 28-14 loss to Denver. They're on a 5-game losing streak, all by double digits. They're averaging 15 points per game. Bryce Young returned as a starter last game in 24 for 37, 65% completion, 224 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. I like Bryce Young to play well and continue the momentum from last game. They did get Adam Thielen back for this game, even though they traded off Deontay Johnson. They do got Xavier Legette, Mingo, Coker, Sanders. I feel like they're going to play well this game. And here's the big kicker. The number 31st ranked defense in the league is Carolina. Number 31st ranked. Do you know who's number 32, Big Ree? New Orleans is the number 32. And they're at home. Carolina has just been getting spanked. And I don't care what you have to say about New Orleans has been getting spanked. I don't care what you have to say about Carolina. I really like +7 here. And so this is an easy one, boys. I'm taking Carolina +7. And I want to take a moment to discuss the new DGF membership. The bonus membership is here, boys and girls. Everybody's been asking for the membership. Right now we have a $5 membership, and that's just to support the channel. There's no extra picks, there's nothing, you're just supporting the channel. And so we've made the decision halfway through the NFL season that, hey, we're going to test it out for the halfway season, see how it goes. We're going to add a bonus membership for bonus picks. You're going to get bonus picks, including prop bets, anytime touchdowns, teaser plays, parlay plays, same game parlays, different prop bets. Expect close to 40 to 50 total bonus picks per month. The monthly fee is going to be $149 per month. And just some context on that, because I know some people won't care. Some people will get some pushback. Honestly, for handicappers, the average monthly fee is anywhere between $149 to $399 per month. And I'm not going to be too cocky or anything, but I can promise you I am much better than many of the cappers out there. That's just the facts. We've been on YouTube 9 years, and my track record speaks for itself. And I just want to say one more thing on this. Hey, the membership is not for everybody. If you're not betting, honestly, close to $100 per bet, this membership is not for you. Like, if you're betting $25, that's fine, that's cool. But to get bonus picks, it wouldn't make sense. But so if you're not betting that much, that's not for you. It's not for everybody. But if you are, Big Ree and Ace are doing all the research, giving you guys the picks ready to go. And we're going to give you guys a variety. All you're doing is just tuning in, getting the picks, putting them in, and cashing in. And I promise you this, based on our 9-year record, we're winning more than we're losing. And you're going to make more money than what you're paying in our membership fee. Teaser alert, boys and girls. There's going to be a juicy prop bet for Thursday Night Football in the membership. So jump on the membership. The link is in the description. It's via Patreon website. So you just click on the link. You're going to log in and join our membership, and you'll get all the picks through there. Very easy portal used by a lot of other people. So it's going to be juicy. Jump on the money train. You want to be on it and, cash in. So it's going to be a really juicy membership, and cannot wait, boys and girls. All right, Big Ree, let's go.
The first game I got is the Cowboys at the Falcons. Cowboys coming off a 30-24 loss versus the Niners. Falcons coming off a 31-26 win versus the Bucks. The Cowboys just look awful this season, as I mentioned. The Falcons are the better team offensively, for sure. Maybe not defensively. But I'm taking the Falcons -3. Kirk Cousins is going to have a big game.
Ooh.
I'm taking Kirk Cousins over Dak for sure.
Ooh.
The next game I got is the Chargers at the Browns. Chargers coming off a 28-6 win versus the Saints. Browns coming off a 29-24 win versus the Ravens. The Chargers win was not impressive at all. This is going to be a great game. Herbert and Ladd McConkey are getting that connection now. Jameis had a big game, but I'm taking the Browns +1.5 here. It's my lock of the week. Last game I got is the Jaguars at the Eagles. Jags coming off a 30-27 loss to the Packers. Eagles coming off a huge win, 30-17 versus the Bengals. Jalen Hurts played well, as I said. This is going to be a better game than many people think. I think Trevor Lawrence has a solid game. I think the Eagles win by about 4-5, but I'm taking the Jaguars plus 7.5.
All right, Big Ree, I think it's going to be a juicy weekend. You know, I really love the 3 picks that I got going on. It looks like a clean 3-0 sweep. But jump on the membership, boys and girls. Hit the like button. Comment below any feedback, any thoughts. We welcome it. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. And we look forward to seeing you guys next week. Happy Halloween. Have a safe Halloween and eat that candy up.